Hi, my name is Denise Perez, and I'm going to discuss my career choice and answer the questions for our assignment. Um, well, first of all, the career that I chose is geriatric nursing, and I'm interested in this career because, well, there's a few things that happened. First, I kind of fell into geriatric care. Currently, a med tech CNA, and I work in the Alzheimer's division, a specialized unit. And I've been doing that for about 2 years. And prior to that, I have been working in the private care field, taking care of single residents or people who lived alone. And they've ranged in ages from, I want to say, 70s to 90s. Um, my first person that I ever took care of, I'll call her Mrs. M. I cared for her. I started about 8.5 years ago, and she had leukemia and she had Alzheimer's and diabetes. And a friend of mine asked me if I could care for her friend, because she knew that I had grown up with my elders, and I just associate better with people who are older than me in general. So I cared for her for about 3 years until she passed. And the feeling that I got taking care of and helping someone to live a good life and at the end die with dignity was, it's a feeling I can't explain. Um, I love my job. I really do. Uh, and the other reason why I chose this career was because my mother is sick. She is 68, and she has a myriad of problems, health problems, in and out of the hospital. Um, she's just in general not happy all around. And I have had to care for her, and watching the nurses and the doctors and their bedside manner, it angers me because they're so lackadaisical, they're so jaded. Not all of them, but a good percentage, a good number, because that's not their specialty. Primary physician or your standard regular registered nurse, that's not their position to deal with people in the geriatric field. And if that person who comes in or the patient who comes in happens to be a geriatric, you just have to know how to handle these things. And from what I've seen, I don't like it. So I decided that because I know I have the temperament and I really feel that this is where God led me, that I would try to get into the field and make my impact and help as many people as I could in this field. Um, Second question asks, why do I feel that this career or occupation is a great choice for me? Well, like I stated earlier, I've always felt more comfortable working with people who are older than me. And, you know, people just don't realize how much wisdom and joy and stories that are there in our elders. I mean, they just discount them. They treat them as if they're insignificant, and they're not. They are the most fascinating, loving, caring people. They're just like anyone of any age, just older. And people treat them sometimes like they're lepers or like they're aliens, or, they blow them off like they're children. They're not. Just because someone loses an ability doesn't mean that you should treat them according to their illness, if that makes sense. Um, but it just gives me a sense of well-being, and I'm good at it. I know I'm good at it. I love taking the classes, my continued learning. Um, I love knowing everything about my elders. It, it just gives me a sense of purpose. Third question is, what are the steps am I currently taking to pursue this career path? Okay, well, I am currently working on my gerontology degree, and after I complete that, I'm going to go into the nursing program, and I will work in the field as an LVN for a year, and then I'm going to bridge over and get my RN, and then start working on my bachelor's degree because you need a bachelor's to be a geriatric nurse. And from what I understand, it says here, I'm sorry, I got a bunch of papers. That you have to have 2,000 hours. I'm sorry. You have to have 2,000 hours, plus you have to have 200 hours or more of hands-on experience within the field of care. And you also have to pass a secondary certification exam called the Gerontological Nursing Certification, which is achieved through the American Nurses Credentialing Center. I'm going to continue working as a nurse aide while I'm going through my education. And I plan on volunteering in some facilities, hopefully the VA services, because they have a gerontology program in the VA hospital at Loma Linda. And I've heard, I don't know how valid it is, that Kaiser is going to have a gerontology area specifically, which is good because from what I've read, the statistics show that there is one gerontologist or geriatrician for every 5,000 seniors. Okay, so anyway, those are the things I'm doing to pursue my career path. The earning potential and job availability in this career, what is it? That's the fourth question. Well, it says here that the earning potential for a geriatric nurse is anywhere between $51,000 to $84,000, $84,000 a year, and it will increase over the years. It says the average in California is 7% higher than other salaries average nationwide. There is a huge availability because there's not very many people who want to work within the gerontology field. They're far and few in between, and the potential to earn is vast. You can also have other titles besides geriatric nurse. It says here you can be a geriatric emergency management nurse, a geriatric community mental health nurse, a nurse manager, a clinical nurse specialist in geriatrics, or an older adult outreach nurse. Okay, number 5, how will my career or occupation choice impact the service to older adults and support older adults and their family? Well, we know that there's not a lot of people, like I stated, that will want to work in this field. Some people feel that it's just not lucrative enough. Some people feel like our elders are expendable. I have heard that. And nowadays it seems like our medical field concentrates on making sure that we are preserving the young. We are dealing with the young, just worrying about how to keep the healthy. You know, they don't really think about what to do with our elders or how to take care of our elders. You know, they have to be a specialist. It shouldn't be a specialist. It should be an average thing that is here for us every day. Because, I mean, the baby boomers, they're going to be in this area. They're going to need our help. And I want to be the person to help. I want to be that person that they can depend on. I want to be that person that they can look to say I know that things will get done and I'll be treated with respect, I'll be treated with dignity, and I don't ever have to worry about um, being disrespected or uh, being hurt. So I think that the need is so great that we just have to do it. We have to take the time and just do it and be the ones that they can depend on in this field. We have to be there for them, you know? Because I mean, one day we're going to be older. We're going to be in the same shoes that they're in right now. So it makes sense to me. It's just logical to me. So as far as with families, you know, bedside manner is really important. You can't just talk to people any old kind of way. You can't just act like you're better than or they're less than you. You have to treat people the way that you want to be treated. And a lot of times when families are going through illnesses or um, dealing with their loved ones, their older loved ones who have a disease or dementia or Alzheimer's or have broken a bone, they need our compassion. They don't need a clinical explanation. They don't need someone to be like, oh, well, this is this and this and that and blah, blah, blah. They need you to, they need to be able to see your heart. And I always tell people all the time, if you don't have the heart for this, then please don't do it. You don't need to be here. You know, just, you don't need to be here. So anyways, um, it says to cite at least 3 websites. So the websites that I looked up were nursingjournal.org. What else did I look up? Study.com articles on salary and career info for master's in gerontology degree. And I don't have the other paper. It was something about salarystatistics.com. Yeah. So anyway, that's my video, and I hope I answered the questions good enough for everybody to understand what I was saying. And I hope to see videos from other people, but more than anything, I'm looking forward to reading their responses to our assignment. So signing off, this is Denise Perez again. Everyone have a great night. Bye.